This weekend really reminded me like how important connection is, how important it is to have people in your life who push you out of your comfort zone or see you in a certain way and just people to really be yourself around. I think for a long time, I just wasn't truly feeling like myself. I have been through so much in my life and recently that I just haven't honestly felt safe in my body for a really long time. Last night, hanging out with friends, singing karaoke, dancing, like just having a great time, I was able to sit with myself for a minute and be like, I feel like myself again for the first time in a very long time. And it's taken work. It's taken exposure therapy. It's taken friends pulling me out of my comfort zone. It's taken meeting new people. It's taken me moving across states with no real plan. It's taken me leaving people behind. But all of what I've left behind was what was contributing to me not feeling good about myself, not feeling safe, not trusting life. Walking away from all of that and building trust and life within myself is what has like finally finally brought this feeling back. This last week was a lot. I had to deal with a lot of stuff and it wasn't necessarily emotional. It could have been, but the way that I handle things, the way that I see things, the way that I process things is just so different now than it ever has been. And that is because of the healing work that I've done. It is because I've let a lot go. It is because I've really leaned into my trust for God. And, this weekend it was hanging out with friends, singing karaoke, like I said, dancing. And then today it's a pool party, meeting new people and walking into this woman's house. And she just had a very inspiring life. And she had a picture, I'll post it, of the Egyptian calendar on her wall. Like it felt like one of those kind of kismet moments of endless possibilities. Life is beautiful. And we 1000% are destined to meet certain people. And sometimes it is just for a brief moment. So you can walk into their house and be like, this is all possible. Or maybe it's somebody else that you have this amazing past life relationship with, and you need to finish that story or start it again in a new way. I didn't really believe in past lives, or I guess I just didn't give it much thought until, I was on this journey and it was so clear how God was picking me up and pulling me places at times to meet people. And sometimes that meeting was me being of service, me helping in some way, me witnessing somebody in some way. And other times it was meeting a cute boy at a bar and having this kind of amazing kismet moment or moments. If a man walks up to you and he looks you in the eyes and says, do you believe in reincarnation? And your whole body realigns, it's hard not to believe in stuff like that after you have these moments, because that's what life is really about, having these connections. If you think back to the history of humanity, we were never designed just to work and isolate. We were designed to build villages together and to have community and to connect and dance around fire pits and chat and, be merry. Like that is the sustenance of life. That is the bread and butter. Like that is what we're here to do. And for so long, our society has emphasized work and school and isolation. And, if you just even consider the astrology of it, Pluto and Leo, baby boomers, they wanted to move out, get land, get a big house. Pluto and Virgo, they wanted to make it even bigger and they had to keep up with the Joneses. Pluto and Libra just kind of went along with it. And now the Pluto and Scorpio generation, which is me, is coming along saying, no, We are built for connection. Humans are made to connect to each other. And the only way you can truly, truly have an intimate connection, whether that's friendship or, romantic, to a true connection with another person, is to have a connection with yourself and with God. And I personally do not believe that you can truly and honestly have a deep relationship with God without also having a deep relationship to yourself. We are integral in that reciprocal dynamic. And if you go back to my metaphor of the electrons, if we are constantly sharing information through this buzzing of the system and we're sharing those electrons with other people, don't we honor it to ourselves and to others to make sure that what we're sharing is the good stuff? We've cleaned out all of our programming that made us feel not good enough, that made us question ourselves, made us overthink, made us hide ourselves. Because our true nature, singing karaoke or dancing around a bonfire with your friends or chatting too much, whatever it is, that's your sauce. And that sauce is what is attracting what's meant for you: your emotions, your feelings, your sensualness of life. That is what you're passing to other people through those electrons. So when you shut it down and you end up connecting with electrons that aren't going to make you feel like you want to feel, right? You're not in alignment. You have to clean out your stuff so you truly know who you are and you love who you are, and that just exudes out of you. And life just gets sweet and it gets fun, and you can wake up every day being curious and grateful for the little moments. Life really is a bunch of little moments strung together, and we will never know how our story ends until we go down that path. But it's worth going down that path, because when you find yourself again, when you stop the overthinking and when you fully just trust God's got you, you've got you, man, it gets really, really good.